Sanibonani. Usishi futhi lo Ncwaba Mathendro bayikhulu. Ngihamba nogoba amajanga samahle ombambo omageza ngobisi. A soul's journey is a very fascinating and very interesting one. One that is etched and written in the stars. Some people believe that stars themselves are not really stars, but they are actually portals where people come in when they come into this realm. Others will even tell you that the reason why you are attracted to a certain star is because that's where you came in as a soul before you were born. Others will tell you of how they remember their past lives. Others will tell you how they remember not being who they are. Some people have the ability to actually see how many times they've been reincarnated on this earth. But it's a little bit more complex than that. It goes back to the reason why we come here in the first place. And I always say to people, from the things I've discovered and learned, we come here to learn. We come here to rediscover ourselves. Really and truly, it's a journey back to who you are. Now, when you start to tap into the spiritual and you start to communicate with your spirit guides, you will find something a little bit more confusing, but very interesting. A concept of your higher self. This is you, the real you, who has come into this realm almost like a video game, where you will choose an avatar in a video game and then you will play that avatar. It's not really your character. It doesn't mean that you and that character are the same. But there is something that you see in that avatar in the video game that resonates somehow with you, as in something that you want to learn. Like, what would it be like if I was this type of personality? So then you choose it in a video game. This is the same thing you do before you come here. You choose different personalities, a different soul journey, a different path that you are going to be when you come here. Now, you are able to get in touch with your spirit guides, and you are able to get in touch with your higher self when things start getting confusing. Remember, bit different from the video game. When you come here, you don't remember. That's why I'm saying it is a journey back to yourself. So that's why you need to learn these spiritual concepts and learn what tools to use in order to connect with your higher self and to connect with your spirit guides. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I've been looking at the last few videos I made that were addressed to spiritual people or spiritually gifted people. There's a number of questions that people ask me, and those questions are related to Mkhulu, I am lost. Mkhulu, I don't know what my purpose is. Why am I here? So, when you want to learn, or let me rephrase that, when you want to remember why you are here, there's a team, there is a group of spirit guides. These are your ancestors, people who have come here and they have gone back to the other side. Then there are angelic people that come from the angelic realms that can assist you. There's other ascended masters that can also assist you. There's also you your higher self that can assist you. Some people have the ability to meet the different personalities of themselves in their different past lives. That is your higher self in different realms and time in space. That's a group of lessons that you have learned from your past. Now, how do you access them? One of the best ways is meditation. But there are spiritually gifted people out there that can help you. For example, you can go to a hypnotherapist and ask for something called past life regression, where they will put you under and you will start to remember where you were from. You could have been an Egyptian at one point. You could have been a Chinese man at one point. You could have been a white man from Europe somewhere at one point. You will also see yourself as a Zulu bride at one point. All of this is there. It's sitting in the Akashic records as information that is never erased. It's always there. Now, there are people that sometimes suddenly discover that they are good at something that they were never taught. I'll make an example. Years ago, I had this Indian lady I was doing a reading for, and I was shown her past lives. She used to be a Chinese lady some 1,000 years back. And she's back now, and I said to her, they are telling me that look at how good you are at using chopsticks to eat food. And she looked at me and she's like, yes, for some reason, since I was a little child, like from 5 years old, I'd be able to eat with chopsticks. Now I get why. Other people will be attracted to a different type of music that is not in the region that they're born in, and it doesn't make sense to them. But it also applies to ailments. You could have an unexplained set of migraines that are always killing you. Turns out the way you died in another life is actually sipping into this lifetime and causing you migraines. Maybe you were shot in the head. Maybe you had a massive accident during the time when Egyptians were creating pyramids. Could be anything, tons of things out there. Sometimes birthmarks could be a sign. Like, I was born with this mark. It could be a sign that something happened to my eye in my past life, in the last life. It's a number of things out there. If you're not comfortable with going to a hypnotherapist, you could go for ayahuasca, or if you're comfortable, you could go to one of those medicine dispensers that can give you psychedelics. They can also help your mind go to other worlds. But I always say meditation is best. It's safer, it's easier. You just need calm, and you need to be in a very, very quiet space and observe yourself. And then you start traveling. Then you ask yourself, or ask your guides, why am I here? What am I doing here? What is my purpose? And then it'll start flowing into you. It is also good for healing, because a lot of people are traveling around with past life traumas that they don't understand, like unexplained phobias, for example. I don't know why I'm afraid of heights. Something happened in your past life. That's why you're afraid of heights. Once you understand that, immediately the fear goes away. There's a whole lot that's out there. That's why I'm making this video. But I'm trying to say to you that some of the craziest things you think are crazy, they are real, whether you believe them or not. And one of them is past lives, reincarnation. It's not the first time you are here, people. Thank you, Bantu Bagit. Lesedi, Tozan, Khanya, Makosi, Tamaku, Tobela.